Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia Nazarett, and today I'm going to share with you my results of 2025. And yes, with this video I started my YouTube channel, and I think that this first video would be probably very privacy, because I'm going to tell you about my achievements and also about my knowledges from this year, because maybe visually it was very beautiful, and if you will see my social media you would say that, oh, she's so happy and successful girl, but when you will listen to me you would probably recognize that life is not too good and not so beautiful as we could see it's in a media sphere, but also life gives such a hard, but in that case useful lessons. Well, I think it's not just my knowledge from this year, but I think that many people got some different difficult situations in this year. But today, firstly, I want to share with you with good changes in my life. And the first and the main one is that I've lost 20 kilograms. And yeah, since childhood I was overweight, and that was a huge struggle for me. And I was always fighting with my body, and I never was pleased with my appearance. And probably, yes, in 2020 year, I yes, it was 5 years ago, I got my first transformation with my body, because in that time I've lost 20 kilograms too. And in the beginning my weight was, I remember, was 85, and then in the end of 2021 year I was around 70, 65 kilograms. But in that time I was probably I wasn't satisfied with my appearance, and I wasn't satisfied with my achievement then, because my goal was always to be a slim girl and have a weight on the scale around I don't know, 55, 56 kilograms. But yeah, and in that time I was probably very lost, and I was fighting with my body, and trying some new diets, and trying to change my habits. But in this year I've seen that if you want to change your body completely, you shouldn't change your food on your plate, but you should change your thoughts in your head. And in that point you would be probably have an possibility to change your appearance. And in this year I've lost 20 kilograms. And yeah, in the end of the last year, and this time I was 73 kilos, and now I'm 52, 53. And that changing happened just because of my huge change in my mindset. But about this I would I want to tell you in another video, and I will share with you with all this story, because it was very beautiful and great maybe experience in my life. It was hard journey, but in that case it was very interesting, and I've got so much knowledge about body and about mental health too. Well, about this I want to tell you about in next video. Well, but today we're talking just about my results. And yeah, first achievement in this year, that I've changed my body, and I'm really grateful for myself and for life for these beautiful changes. Well, the next experience which I got in this year was probably the most beautiful in my life, because I had an experience of living alone in absolutely unknown city for me, without my parents, without relatives, friends. I was alone in St. Petersburg, and I used to live there for a month, and that was probably the most beautiful time in my life. Because yes, firstly I was very scared about this, because I've stayed alone in an unknown city for me, and I was like, oh my god, what should I do, where should I go? But in a time when I met myself, and I've seen that when I am with myself, when I trust myself, when I take care of myself, I can be comfortable, and that world is not scary. And in this month When I was living alone in St. Petersburg, I've seen so much beautiful places, and I opened so much new sides, not just of this city, but also of my personality too. And in some day, I've recognized that it's better sometimes to be alone, to be just with yourself, instead of being in a social or with some people who probably um, don't respect you. And sometimes loneliness is a gift, but it's not a problem. And just in a point when you feel yourself alone, you can grow up and you can change something in your life. Well, yeah, it was such a beautiful time in my life, but also I traveled much in this year too. And first journey which I got in this year was in April. In April, I flew to Kazan to award ceremony, and I was able there in that time to wear a beautiful dress and to go out with my new body after losing weight and just I was really proud of my achievement then, and it was beautiful time. In May, me and my mom flew to Turkey, to Alanya. That was such a beautiful, funny, and a sunny holiday. Um, and yeah, I'm very grateful to Universe for that holiday. And in September, as I said, I was in St. Petersburg, but in November, firstly in my life, I flew to Moscow, the capital of Russia. It was probably my huge dream to go there and to just see this city, because I always had an uh, question in my head, where which place is better for me to live, St. Petersburg or Moscow. But yeah, in this journey, I've seen that St. Petersburg is probably better for me to live, because St. Petersburg is more um, comfortable and a cozy place, and for me, as for a creative person, St. Petersburg is probably better, because there I got such a good and a huge inspiration, and I was writing poetry there, and also I was working on my with my book there. But Moscow is probably about huge speed, because people there are probably always moving somewhere, but St. Petersburg is about cozy and comfortable moments. Well, the next thing which probably happened in this year is that I finished my book. I was writing a book for 4 years, and that was such a hard job, but in that case, it was very interesting part of my life. But I finished my book in this year, and I'm very proud of myself. And I hope that in the next year, in 2026, in the year which is coming into our lives, I will publish my book. And also now I'm working on translation of my book from Russian to English, and that is really interesting, and that is hard job. But anyway, I'm trying to practice in my English there, because in some day I've recognized that it's really easy to me to hear and to understand that language, but in some day I've seen that I can hear, I can write in English, but I can't talk in English, and I decided to make in this YouTube video as well. I'm sorry for maybe some mistakes in my pronunciation, or just in my speech. Well, yes, in this year I got a knowledge about how to trust myself, and how to be with myself, and how to, I don't know, just feeling myself more cozy in my skin. And it's very good when you can be comfortable in your skin, and when you can change your appearance, and in that time when you can go through many different life situations. Well, also I've seen that sometimes when you're feeling yourself too lost, you're growing, and that is why I'm making this video, because I'm wishing you the best new year. And also I want to tell you that if you are go into this new year in a maybe lost mood, I just want to tell you that that is a sign that you will grow, because in a discomfort we can grow. Uh, in a comfortable zone, we don't want to move, because everything is good now. But when you're probably don't satisfied with your achievements, maybe with your um, crowd of people, in that point you want to go and change something. Well, when you are lost, that means that you are standing nearby of your new level of life. Well, Happy New Year, and see you in the next videos. I'm very grateful for you for watching this video. Bye bye.